It's very hot. I would love to make this video holding the coffee mug, but I cannot hold the mic and the coffee mug at the same time, so priorities. I really like my Christmas tree, even without like any fancy ornaments. Let me sit in the Buddha position because we're gonna talk about the last therapy session of the year. It's my first time doing a video with this little mic. Very excited, but still learning how it works. I had my therapy session yesterday. I woke up late. I was very, very irritated. Because I was very late, it was a phone call, and he pursued to ask me how I was doing. I said, I'm mad. You mad? Why are you mad? Continue to complain about all the things that he indeed already know, right? About 15 minutes in, I was just like, oh man, this is so wrong. This is the last therapy session of my year. Is this really how I want to like close this chapter, close this whole year? No. So I was doing kind of like the compensation thing. Good things also happen. And then now I'm saying one by one, right? And then I took a pause. I brought up subjects related to family, right? And I've been talking to so many people this past few weeks who are struggling a lot with this idea of going back home for the holidays. It's very understandable because even if you are like a really good person and you love your parents and all your relatives, in laws, and whatever, how long can you stand? How long can you be sitting on a couch with them and talking about XYZ without getting annoyed, overwhelmed? I'm like, oh gosh, when am I going? After so many years in therapy, I do have a very strong, good connection with my parents, thank God. It all came back to this one thing, right? What is the main thing that I'm struggling the most in life right now? And I can be upfront and honest with you right now. I'm struggling with my career path. I was a very like logical person in a way that like the thing that I was most known for back home was how smart I was. The 4.0 GPA little girl, huh? But I could not have a mature, vulnerable conversation. I remember like having people in high school telling me that it was incredibly hard to be my friend because I was so self-centered and I couldn't understand the other person's feelings and I couldn't have a simple conversation because I was incapable to do a deeper active listening. And I could definitely not do my own dishes or my own laundry. So when I'm moving away from home and pretty much taking this sabbatical that became many years and not only one, well, COVID happened and all those things, but being that smart, being that intellectual wasn't that important anymore. Matter of fact, it didn't have me at all. I didn't need to solve like a project or like send this assignment before 7 p.m. on a Tuesday. No, what I really needed to do was how to talk to people, how to manage my emotions, how to do my goddamn fucking laundry, how to keep my place clean, and how to cook. And I didn't know how to do those things. So we adapt as human beings. And the first thing that happened, the very first year away from home, was incredibly hard. I kept making one mistake after another. All my fault. Oh, everything was my fault. Trusting the wrong people, being stubborn, not not being self-aware, not trying to understand why things were happening that way, not looking for the root, the cause. So it was a very difficult first year. But then, eventually, things started making more sense. I'm now adapting with my new reality, my new environment. Now I do know that I gotta do my laundry. I gotta do all this basic stuff that was not that important when I was back home because like my mom would do it for me. And whoa, look around. I am a grown up. I know how to survive. Great. I need a job. I'm not ready to go back to school, but I need money. So I went to get jobs that you can get without a degree because I wasn't really focusing like figuring out like a career path. He gave me so much wisdom perspective, I became so much more humble. And I just love the person I am today. How I can talk to anybody about anything. With time and experience, you become more confident. So I started looking at myself in the mirror and being okay with the person that I was. Did some work on myself, dropped some weight, felt good about it. Great. One of the main issues that I had back home, my self image, now is looking way better. Second, emotional intelligence. Oh, I don't know how to talk about my emotions. I struggle a lot. When I'm wrong, I don't like to listen to others. What can I do? I'm going to journal. I'm going to go to therapy. Have been going to therapy every week for 5 years, almost 5 years. And with a lot of time, I was able to navigate through my like mommy and daddy issues, understand some behavior patterns, understand that I needed to be alone. Then going to this long period in my life that I was incredibly lonely to understand, oh, I actually like this and that, and not what I thought I liked. To meet up with incredible people who make me feel so loved and appreciated that all I want to give back to them is that. I want to make they feel loved. I want to make they feel appreciated. I want to make they feel like they can do whatever they want to do. Little by little, things start making more sense. Where today in my life, I have not many, but a few friends who are incredible, incredibly supportive, incredible human beings. And whenever I talk to a stranger, I know how to communicate. I've learned my boundaries. So many great things, right? I invested so much time in those things that I was lacking when I was back home. But I did not invest time in a career path. So I am in a country, I am in America, where your whole identity, most of the times, not always, but the majority of the times, is related to your job, your career path. What do you do for a living? And since I don't have like a strong career path or like a valuable, whatever, prestige job, I feel that sometimes I judge myself because it's really me. I can create in my head as much as I want that other people are going to look me down, other people are going to judge me. But to be very honest to you, the only person that is actually going to judge me is myself. If I allow myself to judge me, others will see me that way. Just like they used to look at me in a different way back home when I couldn't talk or felt ugly. So I'm struggling with this right now, the career path thing. And that's why it's so hard to go back home and be with family because the one thing that made me incredibly valuable back home is something that I don't have anymore. I mean, it's definitely inside of me, but I'm not pursuing it. No, I don't have a solid career. And that was the one thing that was guaranteed for me back home. But look, I have this, and that. Well, well, you guys don't really value that much, huh? Well, so what? So now is when you feel disconnected. Once I have identified it, now I know, right? All right, cool. I feel very good where I am in life in terms of like how mature I am, life experiences, friends, yada yada yada. This one thing, career path, is annoying me. Do I know what I want to do for my career? Not 100%. I have things that I'm interested in. Oh, what are you interested in? I'm interested in psychology and history. All right. Which one do I want to like study more? Do I want to dedicate like equal time to both? Oh, but I also want to make some videos for YouTube because I like to talk and I like this idea of making income from YouTube, even though I have posted 7 videos and haven't received any feedback yet. Oh, isn't that me not willing to be patient? Isn't that me not looking into the process and falling in love with this new idea of doing something new instead of just looking up towards the result, the end goal? Yeah, probably. Probably. I complicated that a little bit, but I hope you understood. But okay, so I know now. What can I do? Oh, I should dedicate this much time. Okay, so I just have this much time every day. What is very valuable to me today? Oh, my friends, the time I dedicate towards myself. Okay. Are you willing to take some time out of those things to put into a career, or at least figure out a career that it's going to make you happier? Because it sounds to me, and this is me having a pep talk with my own self, because it sounds to me that you are very much satisfied with friends, looks, sense of identity, but you're very frustrated with income and career. So if that's what you feel like is the main thing that's making you sad right now, focus on that. And I think that the question comes back to really like, am I willing to take time away from those other things that I dedicated so much time before just to get this one thing that I want in order? And I think the answer is yes. The answer is definitely yes. And if I gotta pay a price for that, if I gotta like spend less time with my friends, less time on the phone, talking to long distance friends, less time like doing things for myself because I need this one thing, then I should do it. But I think that this whole idea of the order of things is bullshit. And it is because like you might be the one who dedicated a decade towards your career, and now you feel incredibly empty because you don't have connection. You don't have friends. You don't have people to rely on. But think about it. You invest the time into your career, not that. So all you gotta do is invest time into that and know that it's not gonna happen really fast because it doesn't happen fast. And it's not hard to understand. It's actually simple. Well, it was simple for me yesterday when I had this long reflection. I think that the hardest part is to actually make it happen. And I think that it comes back to this one element, self respect, and validating your needs. If you feel that you are unfulfilled in your career, it's okay. Are you willing to take the steps and headaches and discomfort to another one? If you feel that you don't have quality friends, are you willing to go alone for some time and be patient till the good people come in your life? Are you also willing to put yourself out there? If you feel that you have an incredible supportive system and really good friends and very happy at your job, but you're not very happy with your looks, are you willing to take time away from that to invest in yourself and actually look the way you want? Questions, huh? So many questions. But it's really that simple. By the end of the day, it's just a matter of like reminding ourselves of it and just keep asking ourselves if we're willing to do that every day. Are you willing to do it? Not today. Okay, cool. Tomorrow, are you going to be willing to do it? Oh, ask me that tomorrow. And then you ask that tomorrow. And then if you allow yourself to do it, then you can like see some process going on. If you procrastinate, then you don't see anything going on. Yeah. There's no way to win. If you're winning, you're losing. Pretty much. I really like my Christmas tree. I think that was it. I don't know if this was shorter than the previous video, but I'll see what I can do during the editing. This little mic is really fun, dude. I really like it. Well, anyways, that's it. That was my last therapy session of the year. And I hope it gave you some perspective. It definitely gave me perspective. And I'm making this video for myself because I needed a reminder. But if I can help somebody, please let me know what you think. And yeah, happy holidays. See you soon.